In the golden age of action movies where muscles and martial arts ruled the screen, one man entered Hollywood with a new style. Not the flying kicks of Van Damme, not the lightning speed of Bruce Lee, but a deadly calm, smooth, and unstoppable force. His name, Steven Seagal. From dojos in Japan to the flashing cameras of Hollywood, Seagal rose like a storm but also fell into controversy that made him one of the most divisive action stars of all time. This is the story of Steven Seagal, the martial arts icon who shocked the world. Steven Seagal was born on April 10, 1952 in Lansing, Michigan. As a frail, asthmatic child, few could have predicted he'd grow into a towering martial arts figure. But young Steven found salvation in martial arts. He discovered karate and aikido, arts built not only on power, but precision and control. Fascinated by Japanese culture, Seagal left America and traveled to Japan in his late teens, something few Westerners dared at the time. There he immersed himself in the discipline of aikido, a martial art focused on redirection, joint locks, and using an opponent's force against them. For years, Seagal trained under masters, earning respect in a society that rarely gave foreigners such honor. Eventually, he became the first Westerner to run an aikido dojo in Japan, a feat that cemented his place in martial arts history. After years in Japan, Seagal returned to America, opening a dojo in Los Angeles. His skills caught the eye of Hollywood insiders, but unlike other martial artists, Seagal didn't chase fame. Fame came chasing him. Seagal became a martial arts trainer for Hollywood stars and bodyguards for the rich and powerful. His commanding presence couldn't be ignored, and in 1988, Warner Bros. Took a chance on him, giving him his first film, Above the Law. The movie was a shock. Audiences had never seen martial arts like this on screen. No flashy kicks, no acrobatics, just lightning-fast wrist locks, bone-crunching throws, and cold, efficient takedowns. Seagal moved like water, smooth yet brutal and the world noticed. After Above the Law, the floodgates opened. Seagal starred in a string of hits: Hard to Kill, 1990, Marked for Death, 1990, Out for Justice, 1991. Each film cemented his image as the silent, unstoppable force, the man who walked into chaos and left it in ruins. But it was 1992's Under Siege that turned Seagal into a global superstar. Playing a Navy SEAL turned cook who takes on terrorists aboard a battleship, Seagal delivered his most iconic role. The film grossed over $156 million worldwide, placing him alongside Van Damme, Stallone, and Schwarzenegger as action royalty. What made Seagal different was his style. Where others were loud, he was quiet. Where others kicked high, he twisted arms. His aikido gave him a unique screen presence, a calm predator who finished fights in seconds. This cool assassin persona made him a fan favorite in the early 90s. But behind the scenes, Seagal's story was more complex. As the 1990s rolled on, cracks began to show. Rumors of clashes with directors, co-stars, and stuntmen spread. Stories painted Seagal as difficult, arrogant, even violent off-screen. His later films, On Deadly Ground, 1994, which he also directed, and Under Siege 2, 1995, showed his ambition, but Hollywood was changing. Younger stars, fresh styles, and evolving action tastes left Seagal behind. By the 2000s, his films were largely straight to DVD, his former glory replaced by controversy, criticism, and parodies. Some mocked his weight gain, others his alleged connections to politics and law enforcement. But love him or hate him, Seagal remained unforgettable. Steven Seagal's legacy is complicated. To some, he's the ultimate action star of the early 90s, a martial artist who brought aikido to the big screen. To others, he's a fallen icon, remembered as much for his controversies as his triumphs. But one thing is certain: no one else moved like Steven Seagal. His style, his calm intensity, his bone-breaking efficiency. It left a mark on cinema that can never be erased. From Japan's dojos to Hollywood's red carpets, Steven Seagal lived a story stranger than fiction. And whether you see him as a hero, a villain, or somewhere in between, his name will forever be written in the history of martial arts cinema. Steven Seagal, the man, the myth, the controversy,